Hello, everyone. How are we all? Please let me know if you can see and hear me. It is good to be back. Do you know, sometimes these lives are a real respite from life. It sounds depressing, doesn't it? Great way to start. Oh, I've been having a week. I've been having a week. But I'm always so glad to be here and chat to you all. You all make me happy. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Right, hopefully you can see and hear me. Let's see who's in the chat. So Thomas is here. Good morning to you, Thomas. Hello, Winter. Hello, Claire. How are you? Peggy's here. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Anita. Purple Cat. Hello, hello. Very happy to catch a live again. Yes, it's great to have you here, Purple Cat. Peggy, there's time to like while we wait. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. We've got who else? Who else? Who else? Kimberly's here. Hello to you. Too late. I already have. Thank you, Thomas. Hello to Sybil. Hello, Rob. How are you? Morning after you've working. I'm looking forward to a great session from Vicky as usual. Thank you so much. Glad you're here while you look from work. Hi, Clark. Saw your picture with Donna Louise. You look like Superman. Oh, is there a picture? Is there a picture floating about? Is it on Donna Louise's side of things? Maybe it is. I don't know. Um, can see and hear me. Oh, thank you. Good. That's good. I've said a lot of hellos in vain if you couldn't, so that's good. Hi, Slitherpuff. Enjoyed watching your progress on the Star Wars puzzle. Yeah, me too. Do you know what? I'm loving that group. I haven't touched my puzzle yet, really, since I first started sorting it because I've been working on the downtown video. But it's just been so fun watching you all do yours and chatting and doing all the little Star Wars quotes. The inner kid in me is out and about in a big way, especially when I go into that group. Um, oh, you make me happy, Vicky. The weather is dull and depressing, but I get to puzzle with you. Oh, thank you, Purple. I know it really does. It brightens my day. These live streams, they really do. They brighten my day. Vicky, do you need the AF puzzle holders? Oh, got one. This is thanks to Clark. So Clark sent me the tiger puzzle, the one I was talking about by Nathan somebody. Can't remember, is it Miller? Miller, I think his name is. And I opened it and I dived inside and here it was. So I have one again. I find the other one, and honestly I hope I do. But it is nice to have one again. So thank you, Clark, for that. I do. I have one, so I don't need one now, Sybil. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Um, right. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's what I've been having washing machine trouble. Oh yeah. It does not bear thinking. Doesn't. Cash Addict, how are you? Cute puzzle. Yeah, it's lovely. I can't wait to get back to it. I really can't. I'm looking on this screen, but actually I can see it all on this one now. Oh yay, Clark to the rescue again. Yes. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yes, yesterday I got up and I opened my washing machine door and water just everywhere. All over the floor. So I was tidying that up and I had it's basically it's there's a fault. And the fault is with the draining and spinning process of the whole thing, of washing clothes. And so I had a batch of clothes that were just soaking full of water. So I've been having to deal with it's not only, not being able to wash clothes for a couple of days because I've got somebody coming to look at it. Um, but I've got like a big, heavy items of clothing with just water soaked through them. So it's been a bit of it was a task yesterday, a task and a half trying to get them dry. But I'm getting there and I'm kind of getting back on top of things and there is somebody coming to fix it. It's just, you just don't need this stuff. Like, I always kind of say, like, when this kind of thing happens, I'm just like, no, I don't need this now. But honestly, when do you ever need it? When is ever a good time for your washing machine to break down? But yeah. So I'm fine, um, and dandy. But yeah, my washing machine broke. So that. They're my woes. They're my woes. Winter. Um, hate that can't things just work? I know, exactly, exactly. Oh no, sorry that happened. What a hassle, faff. Yeah, an absolute faff, an absolute faff. But I'll sort it. I'll sort it. We had a great thunderstorm last night. Oh, I like a good thunderstorm. Was there fork lightning and everything? I do like a good thunderstorm. If I'm in the house, I don't particularly like being out in them, but they're cool to watch from a cozy window. Does anyone know if Clementoni has changed all their box sizes? Got a second copy of my Panorama Harry Potter puzzle and didn't have Voldemort on the front. I opened it and he was on the poster. I believe the newer puzzle releases, the boxes might have got smaller. Um, I don't know what the Panorama boxes now look like because I don't have a newer Panorama, but I have a newer 500-piece Clementoni, which is smaller and taller. And I have a newer 1000 Clementoni, which is again smaller and a bit taller. So my guess is yes, in the case of the panoramas too, Slitherpuff. But I can't confirm that because I don't have a new panorama, so I don't know for certain. Maybe somebody else does. Who's that? Saga. Sorry, can't see you. Saga Norren. Hello. Who are you? Is it somebody I know with a different name, or is this a new person? Saga Norren. I don't recognise that name. Hi, Val. I know. It is kind of sucky, isn't it? Boo! I agree. Winter things should just do what they're for. I know. Well, it's 4 years old. It's the first time it's bonked. I'm hoping it's just a simple fix, replacement drain pump or something. I don't know. But set up a plan. So they'll fix it whatever happens. The box is 2/3 of the size of the first one. Ah, right. Yeah, so they have obviously gone smaller and they've started including posters as well, which is a good thing. Um, I must admit, I always thought the Clementoni boxes were a little on the large side, but I would rather them be larger than too small. There needs to be a happy medium, really, doesn't there? Mine is on its last leg, waiting for it to break down at any moment, but for now, keeping it going. Yeah, I mean, they only live so long, don't they, I guess. You just when they work and work for years, you just sort of don't think about it until one day it's like, oh, yeah, can't wash my clothes anymore. Ugh, I don't think so. Just loud and powerful, great fun. Oh, okay, yeah. My weather, my washer and dryer have very few bells and whistles. Less to break down. Yeah, exactly. You don't often have much of a choice now, though, do you? It just comes with built-in tech. It's like you might not even want it, but there you go. Was Vanderbilt? Ah, okay. Okay, welcome. How are you? What would you rather me call you? Shall I call you Saga? What's your preferred way of being known? And I'll call you that. 4 years old. It has no right to break down. No, well, yeah, it is only a baby, I guess. I mean, I actually thought I'd been clever and fixed it myself. I managed to pull out the filter thingy, and there was a 20 pence and a 5 pence coin stuck in it. And I thought, well, that would block the water coming out. Maybe that's fixed it, but it didn't. So that's about as far as my washing machine fixing knowledge goes. So I've called somebody in. Schmidt seemed to be the only. Wait. Schmidt seemed to be the only holdout on shrinking the size of the box so far. Oh, I see what you mean. They're the only ones that haven't done that yet. Yeah. I have an important question. You mentioned Lord of the Rings the other day, and I thought you said you didn't like season two as much as season one. Was that in my head? Do you mean the series, that the Rings of Power series? If you mean the series, it wasn't me because I haven't watched any of them. If you're talking about the movies, uh, if you're talking about like the first movie as opposed to the second one, it might have been me, but actually I don't necessarily prefer season one to two. I don't think it was me, Peggy, because I've not seen the TV series of it. Our last washing machine lasted 18 years. Oh my gosh. See, that's good. That's as it should be. Yes, Saga. Very happy to join your community. Okay, Saga. Saga it is. We're happy to have you. And speaking of the puzzle community, let's actually get doing some puzzling. So, I sorted this puzzle up front. Let me get the poster out. There is a poster in here somewhere. Here we go. That is it in full. And you can see, if I just pop it there, I've done this purple building with the yellow and orange windows on the left. I started with the black because there wasn't a particularly huge bit of black in the up in the sky. So I started with that and I did a lot of these transition pieces. Moved on to, I did some yellows, so I got together some of these bits. These kind of filled in by default from, I think, these pieces. Because I had a pile of these pieces and some of them went in there. So rainbows started to come together. This has come together. That's come together. And then I did these turquoisey green pieces here, which made up most of this building in the middle. And there's some green here. These ones still on the board are leftovers from that pile, roughly in the areas they should be. And what I've got left is yet to be built. So let's go through those. Gosh, a week seems so long now. Like, honestly, I forget what I've done and why. But looking at it, this is how I sorted by colour. These are the orange pieces. These are more red and pink. They're purple, but they're a different kind of purple to this, different shade of purple. So I think most of those make up this bluish purpley bit of sky. Then I've got a couple of different shades of blue, which I think largely go here at the bottom and here in this building. So they're less building specific, these pieces, and more just general colour. But I'm thinking I might go with this building, this orange building, because it's nestled between these two that I've built, and I've actually started to get some of it together here, where the transition lines are. I've got some yellows left over from when I tackled the yellows, and some of the windows are yellow. So I think that would incorporate this floating area quite nicely. So I might go with these orange pieces next. Now, if you remember, all these pieces are a hexagon shape with a variety of prongs and ins and outs on each side. No particular pattern to the ins and outs, but all hexagon shaped, which makes this really fun and interesting to build. I suppose you could call it random cut, but it's not random really in the sense that they're all different shapes. They're all the same shape, but just different kind of prong patterns, let's say. Right, I'm going to use this handy little space here to spread them out. And if I pop the poster there, then at least you can see it. And should have room to build. So I'm going to flip them all. And I will get to building. Now, I anticipate finishing this today, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. I do have a smaller puzzle in readiness, just in case I need it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Um, hang on, where was I in the chat? Saga is such a beautiful name. It is. My nephew Storm would have been a Saga if he had been a girl. Oh, okay. For a while there, before they knew the gender, it was something. He was sorry. He was called Storm Saga. Oh, I love that. Welcome, Saga. Hello, hello. Love how Vicky automatically went for rings instead of flies. Hey, did you see flies? Oh, oh my goodness. That's me not paying attention. Oh my lord. Sorry, sorry. Do you know what? I'm gonna blame my washing machine. I'm tired. I couldn't sleep properly for the stress of it. I was pickling my brain. So I actually read Rings. I did. I didn't even I can see it now. It says flies. Oh, I'm such a numpty. So sorry. Sorry, Peggy. But even still, I don't think that was me. I've not seen any of it. Somebody might have. I think was there a conversation about Lord of the Flies? I don't know. But it definitely wasn't me. I will be honest, I didn't know that there was a Lord of the Flies series. Are you enjoying it? I can't believe that. Thank you for pointing that out in a more gentle way. I feel like such an idiot. Sorry. Um, right, Rob. My grandparents gave me my washer dryer when I bought my house 27 years ago. One drum replacement on the dryer. I was working brilliantly. Knox wood. Yeah. What? 27 years. That's amazing. That is amazing. Hi, Suze. Miss Stark got distracted puzzlingly. Wow. Well, a puzzle distraction is we can allow that. That's why I'm confused. There's a limited series on Netflix, but it doesn't have a second season. I'm thinking I got confused somewhere, but there was possibility it was British. Oh. Shivered in horror as Vicky dumped that pile straight onto the puzzle. Sort of there on a blank bit-ish. But I've moved them off. He shivered in horror. I don't want to make you shiver in horror. I've only watched chapter one. There are four. But it's very good so far. Good morning, all. Hello, Burgers. Hello, hello. Purple. I think it's very natural, actually. You read Lord of the, I think Rings. I mean, I would. Yeah, well, yeah, this is true. It's natural for me anyway. Natural for me. But I no, I haven't seen it, so I am not certain. Uh, right. What have we got to tell you? So, Downtown. Will be coming out on Sunday. Video number 3 on the Downtown Puzzle Along series of videos that I'm doing, and it's more or less. So I've been working on it pretty solidly. It's the actual puzzling bit and all the voiceovers and all of that. That bit of the video is done. I just have to record an outro. I've recorded the intro. I did that this morning. And I have to edit that, obviously, but I've still to record the outro. And then once I've done that, it's just a case of uploading. So my plan still is to um, upload for Sunday as a premiere again. So, I mean, bar anything else conking or breaking or something, that should be how it works. There, that yay! Now it's attached just by one piece. Um, so that's the plan. So hopefully you have that to look forward to, and I'm gonna aim to work on it today once I've done my live stream. But I also have something exciting this afternoon, which I don't want to go into too much detail about, but I'm going to be talking to Ravensburger, um, on a video call thing about a trip that I'm going on. And I'm very excited. So I will, of course, let you know everything I can about that. It may well be that I can reveal more information this afternoon once I know more. But so far, I can tell you that I'm going to be chatting with Ravensburger about a trip. I'm so excited. Um, but one thing I can give you more information about is um the plan for next week's live stream is to have an artist guest. And that artist guest is going to be Eleanor Tomlinson. Now, Eleanor Tomlinson is a British artist, and she is the lady that did the artwork for the Jigsaw Puzzle Competition 500-piece puzzle from round B in the UK Nationals event. So that wasn't my category. I was in round A. But I did buy the puzzle. I had it signed by Eleanor, who was lovely. And I'm going to be talking to her. Hopefully next week while I build that puzzle. I'll show you the one. I've got it here, ready. Prepared it earlier. There it is. So that's Eleanor Tomlinson. She signed it for me. And that was her puzzle for round B. So this is the one that Donna Louise did. A lot of complaints about the white background. I think largely because it was on a white table, which kind of didn't really help matters. But I did this puzzle afterwards at the hotel we were staying at, and the table was brown, and it worked quite well on there. So I'll be building this again, and she'll be there to chat with you and answer your questions. So that is an exciting thing to look forward to next week. She has confirmed a test live stream with me, which we're going to do soon. So assuming she's all right with next Thursday, that's what we'll be doing. So I'm very excited about that. So if you have Eleanor Tomlinson puzzles in your collection, or if you'd like to try one but don't have one and you want to look into it and have any questions for her, now's the time because she'll be there. She'll be there to chat with you and answer any questions that you may have. Next Thursday. So that is, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased to be chatting with her. She was very lovely. Like, as I say, I've only met her that once when I had my puzzle signed. But yeah, it's going to be great to, talk to her properly and have a good chat. So I'm just trying to fill this in as best I can. Some of these pieces are just orange. I'm obviously kind of narrowing it down by little bits transition, any other colours on the piece that I can discern. Some of the colours are similar to elsewhere in the puzzle, like up here, for example, there is some orange. So I've obviously this is the slight issue that you run into when you sort by colour. You have this nice little colour pile, but unless the colour's only in one spot in the puzzle, you are going to have pieces from all over. And that can get confusing. Mostly the orange is concentrated here, but there is a little bit up here, so I do have some further up. And they look to be the same shade. I can't see a difference really in the shade of orange. So, yeah. I shall just do my best. No. Now then, it looks like there's a tiny wee bit of transition on there, maybe. No, no, there isn't. I'm imagining it. It's just that that's slightly bent. I'm imagining things. Blue on that. So, and there's some blue here. I don't know where else there is blue next to orange. Oh, down here. Right, hang on then. Does that go? No, that doesn't go there. How about that one? Well, that's kind of green. There, that goes there. That doesn't go there. Does that go there? No, there's a tiny little prong on that there. But there should also be some blue on it. That goes up here, I think. Yes, that goes there. Some blue here too, but that's a darker blue. There we go. Right, where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? I'm not sure. Well, they go together. I just, oh, wait, they go over here. Yay! Okay, that fills that gap in. There's a little bit of orange there. Completely missed that. I don't know where these pieces with blue in are, unless I've either missorted into the reddish pile, um, that hair, or possibly into the blue pile, but see now that really ought to go. Alright, I'm just diving into here quickly. Oh, there's a bit of black there, and another bit of black. That goes in there, there's a bit of blue. Aha, there. Right. I'm just looking specifically for if I've missed any orange, or missorted it into here. That's quite orange. Ah, yeah, that's kind of the edge of it. Um, oh, oh dear, I'm finding pieces with black in as well. Okay, it's fine. I'll just jump about, don't worry. Don't mind me. I suppose that is the nice part of when you get to this stage in a puzzle, um, and you recognise bits in another pile of pieces that attach to bits you've already done. I'm like, oh, I know where that goes. Oh, I know where that goes. Very satisfying. Another bit of black. I'm not actually finding the piece that I'm after, though. Found a ton of others, but not that one. Mm, that goes there. Oh, here we go. I've started on the that goes there. I didn't even realise how often I said that now, but I'm very aware of it now. There we go. All right. Well, I found a bunch of others, but not that one. So yeah, no doubt I'll get there eventually. All right. Oh, fun. Yay, we love the artists on the lives. Good. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. It's okay. I know that Rings is your genre. It isn't mine though, so I haven't seen or read those either. Um, how exciting for next week. Yeah, yeah, lots of things happening. Um, we love celebrating artists. There's way too much AI art on puzzles. Yeah, and honestly, so it's Ravensburger that's really set this one up. Um, this all kind of sparked into life after the or at I should say the London Toy Fair. I was obviously chatting with them a lot about artists, and I had told them that I had Rose on the live streams, And they seem particularly interested in that, as a concept. And we've been talking about Elsa Black maybe doing something. Now, Elsa's fairly unavailable until June. But after UK Nationals, Charlotte was saying, I think Eleanor would love to chat with you, and also Angela Holland. Um, so it is possible we might see Angela Holland at some point soon as well. So it was really sort of Charlotte's put me in touch with Eleanor specifically, and she's also put me in touch with Elsa Black. So yeah, no, it's really made me very happy because Ravensburger UK really are um really are supportive of that, that artist focus. So it's been nice. It's been really nice for me to be able to do that. I mean, not all artists feel overly comfortable with being on a live chat, so there's a bit of trying to figure out the tech with it. Obviously with Rose, it was the very first time I did that, so there were a few test streams, but I'll test it with Elsa and I'll test it with Eleanor as well, just so they know what the deal is and how it all works. But yeah, hopefully she'll hang out with us for a bit, and I have told her that I'm going live today. I just emailed her. Well, it was only about 15 minutes before I went live, so she may not read it in time, but I said to her, if you want to kind of see what they're all about, what I do on the live streams, and pop in the chat, then I'm going live in 15 minutes. So if she pops up, Eleanor Tomlinson, and I'm in the zone, which usually happens when artists pop up in the chat. Usually I'm in the zone. She does. Say hi and just try and, telepathically warn me. Ugh. Anyway, being on VMB live is the Puzzling World equivalent of getting on the Tonight Show. That means a lot. Thank you so much. I really hope I do feel that way. I think this is the third artist to appear on VMB. It's slowly becoming established. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, because I mean, if you include Nathaniel, he wasn't on the screen, but he was in the chat. Yeah. I mean, there have been a few videos like where YouTubers have interviewed artists. So I know that Donna Louise has done that. And I know Lisa, Puzzles by Lisa, she's done some artist interviews as well, hasn't she? So it's great. I think it's great that we YouTubers are doing that. Um, but it's I guess it's kind of nice when it's live because then you get to ask the questions, um, which is really good. And it's just and it's so informal, we just chat. It's nice. I'll have to get a sofa, start a talk show. Sofa tonight. We have. Well, artist. I would describe this puzzle as grid cut because the corners of each piece touch the corners of the adjacent pieces. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can see that. I would describe the most circular puzzles as random cut, including Ravensburger. Yeah, or even, I mean, you could even argue that some circles are ribbon because they often run in lines. I mean, they're circular, but they're still lines, aren't they? So I suppose you could argue that, like the circle of colours puzzles, for example. Um, Good noon. Hello, Gustin. How are you? Bang on 12. We could set our watch by you. What's for lunch? Pokemon cards, apparently. We're eating them now, are we? Oh, you're not a Pokemon cannibal, surely. We all know where Vicky's pieces go. They go, see? See? That's what I've been missing all this time. All this time, it's simple. You have a difficult puzzle. Well, it goes there, obviously. I'm kind of off work today and haven't really thought about what to have for lunch. You still eat lunch though when you're off work though, surely. No, I know what you mean. It's not as routine, is it, when you're off work? It's just kind of like, oh, I'm hungry, I'll eat. I know what you mean. Ah, I thought you were on your lunch break. I love that you say that goes there. Please don't stop saying it. Oh, I won't stop. I won't stop. Habit has formed. Took the words out of my mouth. When you talk to Ravensburger, can you ask them to put the artist names in the puzzle description on their website? Yeah, now, yeah. So, I will mention that actually. This is thing I don't know. Do Ravensburger websites not have them on in the description? Because I know there's been a conversation in. I literally just have solid oranges now, so this is going to be interesting. I know there's been a conversation in the Discord about the dragon puzzle that's coming out, a 2000 piece. And at the moment, the only websites I've looked at have been there's been a some kind of New Zealand website and also Amazon Germany. Now, the New Zealand website and Amazon Germany, neither of them have the artist listed in the description. So we've all been basically trying to zoom into the side of the box and figure it out, who the artist is and all of that stuff. And we're still not sure, are we? But I don't know if Ravensburger do. But if they don't, they really need to. I agree with that. Because it's just, it's something I just want to know. You know, I just want to know. Even if I'm fairly certain who it is, but aren't sure, or I'm fairly certain it's not AI. You just want to know. You want to confirm. I don't, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me not to have it in the descriptions. But I don't know how much control Ravensburger has over, there we go. For example, what Amazon put in their descriptions. Like, I'm not sure how much control they have over that. Oh, I thought that went there. So now there's two tiny prongs on that one, but it's not that piece. That one. Right, looking for tiny prongs, tiny prongs. Here we go. Yay! Tiny prongs for the win. Right. Okay, and we'll go from tiny prongs to big prongs. Is it that one? No. Trying to use shape here, but it's not as easy as it looks to use shape on a hex-shaped puzzle. Just purely because I don't know, I'm not used to it, I guess. No, it's not that one. Is it that one? Ah, no, it's not. No. Huh. Okay. Ugh. So yeah, sorry. In answer to your question, Peggy, I will mention that to them next time I'm talking to them. Come on. I'm brute force in this now. Do you go there? No, you don't. Ah, you go there though. Ah. Right. Still going, still going. Right, so now I've got two of the little squared off corners to find. Like that. No. Ah, but that goes there. Oh, there's 3 squared off corners on that one. Have I got a piece with 3 squared off corners? I do. It's not that piece though. Wait, it might be this piece. Ah, it is. Okay. Get in there. It's coming together. That's not it. That's not it. Some of the squared off pieces aren't that square. Like some of the hexes are kind of squished, if you see what I mean. They're more of a flattened hexagon than a square hexagon. I don't know if that makes any sense. There we go. Okay, it's coming now. Nope. Is it you? Yes, it is. Which means that is you. So satisfying, this puzzle. Hmm. Um, would you ever do a Karen puzzle or have Karen on a stream? Don't. Honestly, I don't know if Karen would come on a stream. Um, the thing is that Karen Puzzles, as far as I know, doesn't really do live streams on her channel. So I honestly don't know how comfortable she'd be really with that. Um, if she ever approached me to do something like that, then I wouldn't say no. But I wouldn't necessarily reach out to do it. I don't know if that I don't know if she would. I don't know if she would. As far as her puzzles go, they're okay, but I'm not massively over enamored with the designs. Um, they're fine. I can see why people like them. They haven't they don't draw me in quite enough to really. I've never sort of looked at any of the ones she's brought out and gone, oh, I need to do that. Um, but might be that Ravensburger put us in touch. I don't know. Rose is so cool and happy to work through any glitches. Oh, I know she is. Yeah, she's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. Um, it's she. I mean, I guess think we all understand about tech, don't we? And how frustrating it can be. Um, but yeah, no. Rose was really happy to just go with the flow. The fact that Rose is in my Discord as well is quite handy. There we go. They're in now. So these pieces that I was looking for earlier must be in the blue section, the blue pile. It's just there's not as much orange on it. Let me get that blue pile out because I've got a light blue pile that isn't that big, although it's got a bit mixed in. Um, got a bit mixed in. There we go. Ah, found another black piece. I wonder if she'll do any more puzzles with Ravensburger. It seems like there's only been the 3. I wonder if she'll do any more. Be interesting to see. Oh, well, I found that one. I don't see any others with that orange in. Unless they're in here. Let me flip them because this is the last pile of the. Oh, there's one. Aha. There we go. Mm. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there might. I'm going to keep these handy because I think there might be a bit of a crossover um, with some of these, like that one, for example. And there's a few of these purple bits there. That one's in there. And there's the other one. Right. So it's officially that building. Oh no, not quite. There's some bits there that aren't finished on that one. Um, so what we've got here is like a wave. I assume it's like water. Um, and there's light blue, a medium blue, and a dark blue at the bottom. So we're gonna have lots of transition pieces here, and the light blue it goes all the way across. So I'm assuming some of these will attach to this pink building over here. There is a blue building up here as well, which could well, yeah, see there. So I've got some pieces of that blue building there. It's not that dissimilar in colour though. Maybe a wee bit lighter. So that, yeah, actually I can see the difference now. There's more green in that one and more blue in this one. This is more blue. That's got a tinge of green to it. So, okay, now I can see that. Ah, yay, finally that's attached. There we go. Right, so, and I think these pieces, they're going to be in here. So I'm going to jump across for a minute to these ones. That goes in there. Goes in there. Goes in there. Uh, okay. Ah, wait, does that go there? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, now then, you go there. Ah, right. Okay. This is pulling the circle together a bit better. It was a wibbly wobbly circle before. I'm gonna have some water. Um, no one else does total immersion for the artists. Um, do you mean what? Do you mean like has them on live, you mean? I was going to start sorting the Snow White section, but the memorable moment sections are kind of annoying to sort for me. I could see why the other one is easier to sort, but why do you find it annoying to sort? Just curious. Ravensburger sometimes has the artist in the description for their puzzles, but they're not consistent. Yeah. Um yeah, I can see that. Like I suppose like in the description for the Karen Puzzles puzzle, they would have to mention her. Um because they're sort of about her as well as being made by her, if that makes sense. So yeah, it would be good if they were consistent. Vicky, we are sure now, UK Rav confirmed to Sam that it is in fact Alexander Young. Okay, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, so I've not seen the latest on that conversation, but it was frustrating me because on the two websites that I could see this puzzle on, I kept looking, and it would say more details, and you'd click it, and it would open up, and it would say material cardboard. Just like that's not helpful. Who the artist is for crying out loud. Ugh. Um, good. Oh, that's good. Alexander Young. Yeah, it's a nice puzzle, that one. Very nice. It's not one I saw at the London Toy Fair. I wish I had, but I got very excited about it. Bergdis, did you see the new Lego Minas Tirith? Yes, I have. It's huge. It's like 8,000 bits. It's massive. Like, I like it, but it's all one colour, which sort of kind of puts me off. I mean, I guess what Lego tend to do is they add colour with the details on the inside, don't they? But even if I built that and loved every minute of it, I would have nowhere to put it. It would look completely out of place in my lounge because it's just so big. And I've already got Rivendell, that's taking up most of one shelf. So I might have to give that one a miss. But you know, if I had a dedicated Lord of the Rings area where I could display the Lord of the Rings Lego, I would 100% make that happen. But I just don't have the space. Ideally, Ravensburger would have the artist as a searchable field, so you could filter by your favorite artist. Yeah, yeah. Again, that's a perfect idea. Absolutely perfect. Some artists, like Amy Stewart, get their names printed on the front of the box. Maybe Ravensburger could be persuaded to do that for more artists. Do that. The Sophie Jonas Hill puzzle, the one with the rabbit on that I did in the London Toy Fair video. Her name's on the front of that. I don't really know what the rhyme or reason is to who gets that and who doesn't. I'm not sure. But I do think they're getting there gradually, especially with the leaflets inside the boxes, on the UK Ravensburgers. Love the idea of printing the artist on the front of the box instead of just the sides. Yeah, agreed, agreed. Because then even if they didn't put it in the description, it would be there on the picture and you could see it. It's kind of fun to have one of the most popular active puzzle artists in the industry right now in the Discord. It is, isn't it? I'm in total agreement with you. I love having Rose in the Discord. It's so cool because she just feels like one of us now. Um, but she's like, I'm excited about this thing. I can't tell you, but I'm excited, and it's like you get excited along with her. It's just real. Mm. Hello, Karen. How are you? Lurking from work on the rainy morning. Yeah, the rain's come for us as well at the minute. Jennifer, hello, good day. I was puzzling and missed the time. 1,000-piece Clementoni panorama. Nice, nice. What's on the panorama? Justin, the textures work differently on memorable moments. It's similar textures across the entire puzzle, but on Mickey, it's different textures everywhere. Ah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Hi, Helen. It's race weekend and it's taken an hour to do a 20-minute drive home. Oh boy. Oh, the Disney Orchestra. Nice. Nice. I've actually still got the version of that I haven't done. There's two, well, there's three Disney Orchestra panoramas. And I've done one of the 1000s and I've done obviously the big one. But there's actually another one, interestingly enough. And I have it on the shelf. But I've no idea when I'll get around to it. It's only slightly different. Pomegranate Puzzles just put out an ad saying up to 25% off our human made art. That's all of it. Like that's all. That's what they said. Up to 25% off our human-made art. Um, what? So you pay more for the AI stuff, or is that good? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Mick quite often prints artists on the box, but right now it's just Thomas Kincaid Studios 90% of the time. Yeah, there is such a focus on specific artists, isn't there? There is, but I think like it would. I mean, this is in keeping with a conversation that we had with Rose in the Discord server. Like, sometimes I think the artists don't help themselves, they'll put their signature on the puzzle, but it's not big. It's fair enough, I guess, if they're not a puzzle artist first and foremost. But Rose is a real kind of supporter of the whole make your signature as big as possible, as big as they'll let you on the puzzle, so that you can you put yourself forth, if you see what I mean, when others won't, if that makes sense. Um, I think that's probably a good way to go if you're a puzzle artist, but I guess it's personal preference. I'm not a puzzle artist, so I don't really know. It's more reason we need to take over a retirement home and dedicate the community space to puzzle and Lego collections. See? Exactly. Exactly. I really do like that idea. The question is, where do we have this retirement home? Maybe we need an entire island to ourselves. Um, we're kind of having sun here for the first time this week. Guess we sent the bad weather your way. I think you did. I think you did. OMG 18K Paris is on Amazon Germany now. Ooh, exciting. Maybe not for your wallet, but still. Winter. Yellow Portal, particularly upper part, is almost complete. I might be settled on just finishing this puzzle now, then all in on moments. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Because I think you do get into a nice flow with that puzzle, with the 6 portals. I think you'll be done in no time. I need to sell my Disney Orchestra at some point. Probably won't get around to it anyway. You've not done Disney Orchestra? What, the 13K? Oh, that's a brilliant puzzle. I would recommend it, but I mean, of course, it's up to you. Between life, exercises to reduce chronic pain, and doing the grief work with the counsellor, I find myself needing to be a bit more focused in my hobbies. A lot more focused. Yeah, I think yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's part of that process, isn't it? Part of getting through things and helping your mind, I guess. So I totally get that. I really do. I'm all in on a puzzling community. It starts with puzzle camp. It ends with retirement together on our own island. I can see the journey. I can see the destination now. Because we'll just take steps. We shall have to buy a Scottish castle. It would have really large walls so we could hang our giant. But yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, yeah. The wall real estate is a must as well. The community should be wherever we would get the best variety and price on puzzles. Hello, Anna. Just dropping to say hi, everyone. Formerly her beauty and her terror. Hello. How are you? The puzzle is looking amazing, Vicky. Susan and I are looking forward to doing this one when it arrives. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, and I'm yapping away. I should get on with it, shouldn't I? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But I'm glad. I'm glad you've got it. I am really enjoying it a lot. It's really good. It's really good. Right, I think this is this stripy building here. This building has stripes, so that helps distinguish it a bit. Uh, yeah, okay, so this transition line is making it very obvious. It's just that it turned out most of those pieces were in here. I was wrong about these. These ones go up here. There were one or two, but mostly they go up there. So I'll come back to those and I'll try and get these transitions in as best I can. That one. It's just filling out nicely. And that one. Nope. Yes. Got you. Okay. All right. So these are more solid colours now. So I'm trying to work off the shapes as best I can. There we go. That's that bottom bit done. Um, hang on. Where was I? Who's that? Hang on. Halima! Hello! Hi, how are you? Good to see you here. Peggy, I love the castle idea. Lots of room for huge tables. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'd have to have specially made ones so that we could have like it would be slightly indented so we fit the puzzles on or giant puzzle, whichever. And then there's like an insert that goes on the top so that we can have a banquet when we're not puzzling, when it's lunchtime. And then we clear away the banquet and shift the insert, and then we're back to puzzling again. I think that kind of table would be perfect. What do you reckon? Puzzles and banquets. That's the life for me. The best puzzle prices are in Germany or the Netherlands. I think it would be a bit too much to hope to buy Neuschwanstein. Ah, yes, I think so. I can't see them letting that one go. I love it. Imagine if there was a Neuschwanstein puzzle and we're all in a window, just going, "Hey, yes, portals is definitely a puzzle you get into a flow with." And then suddenly a lot's been built. Yeah, definitely. That was my experience of it too. Neuschwanstein would be a bit too topical. Do you know, I thought that said tropical for a minute. I was like, what? Yes, I know what you mean. It's also one of the newest castles in Germany. Ah, we've got plenty up here in Scotland. We can put the banquet on a different table next to our puzzle, lots of space. Well, that's true. We could have a separate banqueting table, I guess. Or we should have the insert on top of the puzzle be see-through so we can see the puzzle through it. Yeah? I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that. What if somebody spills something? And it'd be like, ah, and then you're like, oh no, wait, it's fine. Psychologically, that could be quite hard. Must be Czech castles we can buy. Puzzle prices are very reasonable there. Okay. This conversation sounds like it's actually getting serious. It's funny. Makes me laugh. What about a Czech castle? Have we considered this idea? Oh dear. I love it. I love it. Right, that goes that way. Not that way. And then we've got which is there. And that one, not quite sure how that goes yet. Looks like it's on a corner. Hmm. Right, okay. Let's shift that box. And I'll see if I can get these in. Uh, Again, just using the transitions as best I can. So there's some purple. This side of that building has purple lines. So think this bit goes that way. It's literally where the different aspects of the building meet, the different patterns. So, does that go there? Yes, it does, I think. I hope. Then I think this must go up there. Uh, yeah, that goes there and that goes there. Okay, so they're just still floating at the moment. Um, there we go. It no longer floats. And then that attaches there. Okay. So it's kind of like the way it's going right now is I'm building outlines and then filling in the middle. Seems to be how it's working. The filling in the middle isn't necessarily always straightforward though. That's a big flat piece and it's got a little boxed off bit. There we go. That goes in there. That goes in there. Again, that's a big flat piece. It's got an out on either side there. Right. And then that one. I'm getting a bit more the hang of recognising shapes with this one now. Helps a lot when some of them are kind of more squished and some are longer and flatter. Um, some of the prongs are kind of hooked, so that helps me distinguish things as well. There, there's that bit. That leaves these two piles, which are purple, like a dark purple. Mostly this bit, I think, a little bit over here. And then these, which are uh, this, which I think might be the bit of the Golden Gate Bridge, and then some of this. I can't. They both look similar sizes, so I don't really know quite where to start. I might start with these. I don't know. Something's calling to me about these vivid pinks. They're very bright and lovely. Mm. Um, Neuschwanstein is almost impossible to spell. Can we rename it? Well, what would we call our puzzle retirement community? Maybe we could, if we sort of name ourselves, and then we could name the building around that. Like I don't know. Um, I don't know. What do we call ourselves? Pieces of awesomeness. Um, I don't know. My mind's gone blank now. I'll throw it out to you because I'm not thinking straight. I'm still blaming my washing machine. Right. I'd love to get that bit in. Right. I'm almost able to. Yes. There we go. It's in. It's in. So this has got yellow lines running through it, which makes it particularly distinctive. So that's handy. Um, Right. Well, I say it's handy. It's not helping me much at the minute. Hopefully it will soon. Uh, okay. There we go. No. Right. So I'm specifically trying to focus on these yellow lines. That's one of these. The red's, it's a different shade of colour up here. Um, there's some blue in those pieces, so that stands out. Yes. I'll put some of these down here, so I'm not getting in my own way. Does that go there? Oh, it does. I was not expecting that to go in quite so easily. Um, right, it's fine, that's fine, we'll get there. That goes there. Uh, that goes up there. That one's interesting. Hang on. There. Same with that one. They've got these tiny little snippets of purple in that are guiding me a bit with this one. Um, well, they were anyway. Doesn't go there. Does it go that way? No, it doesn't go that way. Right, okay, I'll just leave that up there. It definitely goes up there. There we go. That one goes in there. That one, I think, might belong up here. It does. So, yeah, we're a bit all over the place, aren't we, with this pile? Uh, there we go. Bit of green in that one. That, I mean, at least getting these pieces in, it narrows these ones down a bit. Where do you go? I think that goes up there somewhere. Oh, that's part of that building. Ah, blue. There. Another blue. A little bit of brown. I do like the transition pieces. They really do help a lot. Now these, I think they belong in here, but there's not much yellow on them. There. That goes in there. There we go. Okay, so I've got all the pieces out, I think, of this building. So I'll try and fit those in. Basically already named Puzzle Castle anyway. For the check castle, do we pay check or cash? Oh dear. Like it. I like it. I found a puzzle with a different castle on it and wondered if this was breaking some unwritten puzzle rule. Yes, I saw the one you posted. It was a knockoff. Round puzzles are so much fun to do, Cash Addict. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. I do like a round puzzle now and again. I think they're a lot of fun to do. It's one of the reasons I love the circle of colours. I mean, some of them are really difficult, but I love them. I think they're really nice. Very, very nice. And this one in particular, just because of the shape of the pieces, it's very sturdy too. I mean, look at that. It's holding together very well. You can tell because they push in so, you know, sturdily. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but um the pieces are great and the colours are lovely. We should call ourselves Puzzle Club. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Vicky's washing machine has her brain in a spin. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Ye olde assembly of pieces and friends. Yes, like it. That's good. I love it. Washing machines are supposed to wash clothes, not brains. Well, mine's broken, so it's doing all kinds of wrong. World peace. Yeah, yeah. We called my. Remember when I was in a team with Donna Louise, Jeanette, and Juby at Worlds? We called ourselves World Pieces. We don't have castles here in Australia, not that I know of, but we have a mansion called Werribee Mansion that was in the comedy movie, the pirate movie. That's absolutely beautiful. Oh, that sounds nice. The Historical Society of Dissectologists. Ooh, that. Do you know what? With a name like that, we should have a special handshake. I feel like that's like a mysterious group kind of name, but I like it and would be perfect for doing puzzles. If you need a puzzling break, you can go down to the beach next to the mansion. There's also a zoo close by and a huge garden. Ooh, nice. So the wildlife puzzle would fit right in on the wall then, in there. There's like thousands of castles in Europe. Neuschwanstein can't hog all the glory. I know. I know. Why that one? Why that one? Hmm. Our Neuschwanstein up here in Scotland is seems to be Elan Donnan. I don't think I've been there. Well, I haven't. I can't even tell you where exactly it is, but it's in Scotland somewhere. I think in Sam's puzzle library that she's collated for Puzzle Camp, Elan Donnan features in many of the puzzles. So I guess we're all those of us with castles anyway, are guilty of it. Uh, right. Starting, I think, to get my bearings a bit. At least I thought I was. Felt sure that went there. It doesn't. That goes there. And then we've got that one. And then we've got that one. No. Silly person. There we go. Okay. All right, getting there now. Nope. There. That's that one. Now we're on to um these bits and these bits. So let me see what I can see. All right, so there's like a line. You can't, it's not that easy to tell, but there's a different texture on this side of this big post here to this side. But I only just spotted it. It's actually quite difficult to tell. So I'm going to. try and use that as best I can. Like there, it's on that one. And it's on this one. That one. And that one. So that helped. Ah. Oh no. No. There. Goodness me. That one was bamboozling me. Right. You go there. And you go there. There we are. Right, so then that means these largely must go up here. That's got a bit of black on it, a little bit of the sky. So that was good. There. Last pile. Is that all the piles? Seems like not enough to fill in all this, but then again, they're quite big pieces. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I'm grabbing very obvious transitions here. Which is good, it's handy. Well, it would be if I could fit them in. Aha! That one. That one. I love this bit of puzzling. So satisfying when you're filling in the gaps at the end. It really is. Right, it's like a pointy tower spire thing that sticks up. That's the bottom of it. Right, so where is that bit? Unless, wait a minute. Oh, gosh, I've had it all along. That was silly. I could have put it in all along. There we go. Okay, getting there. This must go, yeah, so that goes there. And that goes in there. Right, I'm trying to eliminate these yellows. Just very bright and obvious, I guess, now. The one. And then another one there. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Gonna move that out of the way. Alright, so this is what I've got left. These are the pieces I've got left. I would say I'm on the home straight. Would you say? Um, Awakens from major puzzling zone. Elan Donnan features in an Elsa Black puzzle. Yes, I believe you're right. Yes, I believe it does. Her artwork is, I think, largely inspired by Scottish countryside. I can't wait to talk to her. It's going to be lovely. I thought Balmoral was the most famous of Scottish castles. Well, it's certainly famous, but on puzzles, it seems to be Elan Donnan all the way. Balmoral was really just a palace. There are plenty of upper ones. Just a palace. We don't want a palace. We want a castle. I suppose it. I mean, the fame with Balmoral is the links to the royal family, I guess. Um, Most castles in Sweden are historical heritage sites owned by the royal family or both. Yeah, it's not fair. I have to go to sleep soon because of an early doctor's appointment. Oh no! I would come to Scotland if we could take some time to go castle shopping. Sounds good to me. Another bonus for choosing a Czech castle. We found out the puzzle prices are cheaper. True. It's good. We've got a variety of options on the table. This puzzle is so stunning, Vicky. Yeah, it is. It's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. It really. I'm glad I'm doing it live as well. It looks great. There is a website called Castle List for English Castles for Sale. Wow. Just English ones or British. We will need extensive temperature and humidity controlled cellars. Need excellent puzzle collection storage and probably have to employ an archivist. Yes, I think you're right. Yes. I'd come live in Prague, beautiful city. Thomas, Puzzles by Lisa can move her puzzle collection to our castle. Yeah, she's welcome to a cellar, to a humidity controlled cellar. As a non-castle country citizen, what's the difference between a castle and a palace? I guess. Okay, I don't know officially, but I guess a palace is more a royal residence, and a castle is, although a royal could reside in a castle, it's more fortified. Would you say? Like, because its architecture is in many ways built for withstanding connected and then reconnected. So hopefully I'm back. Hopefully you didn't miss much. And if anybody's having problems, maybe do a little refresh. That I think was my software. Thomas, I could probably become a puzzle archivist. Almost halfway there anyway. Almost halfway there. Kimberly, I doubt the two most famous Scottish castles, Edinburgh and Stirling, are for sale. Stirling's not particularly big. Might be big enough. It's not particularly big. Couldn't tell you if it's for sale. I don't think so. Fresh. There we are again. Yeah, sorry about that. Um, every now and again, my software will tell me it's disconnected. I don't know why it does it, but it just told me and then it reconnected. So yes, I'm back. Castle List has all different country castles for sale. Wow. Any Czech ones? Let us know. Right. Okay. So here I'm just continuing to work off of these um transitions. Um, Especially the bigger, more obvious ones. Um, so I am getting there. There. Right, and then there's a couple of yellow bits on prongs. There it is. Then we've got this building and some transition bits in there. They're stripes, so they might be good to do next, but I'm going to just keep going with the transition pieces. There's actually a bit with a tiny bit of sky there. That's quite a stark transition between that dark purple and the lighter purple. That's a bit of that blue. There we are. There's another one. There we go. That goes there. That goes there. All right, now we've got the wavy line, the sky, I guess. And there's some gaps in the sky up here as well. Nope. Mm. Nope. Nope. Wait, that bit. Maybe it's that bit. No, it's not. Is it that bit? Yes, it is. Right, come on. You've got to be. There you go. Right. So that side's done. There we go. Here we are. Right, let's. Oh, now, wait a minute. No, I've got you. And I've got you. So, we're finishing on this building with the stripes. Here goes nothing. There's one. There's two. Now then, there's three. Four. So we've got four pieces left. Count down with me. Three. Two. One. Zero. Done. Yay! Finished. I loved that. That was so much fun. Thank you, Clark. That was such a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that a lot. Wow. Um, refresh, of course, back to top chat, sigh. Wish we could have made live chat to be the default. I know, it's frustrating, eh? We're going to drop off kids at the bus stop. Okie dokies. Sorry, you moved off faster than I could read that. 28 castles for Scotland. Oh, it's moving too quick. I can't read it. Moving too quick, it's moving too quick. Right, hang on. Let me um going to drop off kids at the bus stop. I fear you may be done before I get back. It's looking great. Oh, Val, sorry if you missed it. Sybil, 28 castles for sale in Scotland. I'm sure we could find one out of all them. Peggy, I think we could support ourselves with various YouTube channels. One for refurbishing the castle, one for puzzling, one for puzzle history, etc. Who wouldn't want to watch a collective of puzzle nerds? See? See? Yeah. Who wouldn't? I know. This is the question. Maybe we could try to buy the island of Sark. Not sure if the Barclay brothers still own it. That would be even better. A castle on a tiny island. Yeah, see, I said we need an island. A bit like that Sulamond puzzle. Although that didn't have a castle on it, but you know what I mean. Maybe we buy Bouvet Island. I feel like Norway doesn't want it anyway. I've no idea if I pronounced that right, but do you think they'd just give it to us for free? Like, if we don't want it, take it. But the shipping and customs fees, Thomas. Yeah, this is true. I don't think we need to worry about that. The Channel Islands are tax havens. We could also have resident artists, lots of inspiration. Yeah. How did you like the wonky donkey pizzas? Oh, I loved it. I loved it, Peggy. It was brill. It was brill. I really did like them a lot. It just was a bit different. You want something a bit different sometimes. And I got into the flow with them in the end. It was a bit sort of like at first I'm trying to figure out the shape and I'm not used to these shapes, but I got there eventually. Oh, good to know. Hi, Richard. Perfect timing to catch the end. Absolutely. I'm glad you caught the end. Um, well done, Vicky. Beautiful puzzle. Thank you, Sarah. Yay, yay. Hello, Richard. Just in time. Great job. I want to bag a McNab, which is a salmon, grouse, and stag. Okay. Could we do that on our island? Maybe. Yay. Gorgeous image. Thank you. Excellent. Beautiful puzzle. Thank you so much. Gorgeous. Woohoo. Very nice puzzle. Lovely. Got to see the end. You did. Glitching out on me. Oh no. Yeah, it did disconnect there for a second, Winter. Try giving it a refresh. Sorry about that. I wonder if we could buy Tasmania. Oh, Alice lives there. Is Alice in Tasmania? Cyan bird. Maybe she could tell us. I could be wrong. I thought she was. Anyway, I'm sure we've got some people there that we can do some research for us. I want Dunbeath Castle. It has 28,000 acres. Wow. Must be big enough for a few large peace counts, doesn't it? Bouvet Island is considered uninhabitable for humans. Owning it has basically no advantage. Owning it has basically no advantage. Oh, right. Uninhabitable, why? Because it's got no, like, electricity or water supply or something. Why is there a castle there if it's uninhabitable? Tasmania is also really big and beautiful, including 12.5 miles of river, four hill locks, lochans, and rugged coastline. What are lochans? That's a good question. I was just wondering that myself. A loch is a lake. I don't know what a lochen is. Small lake? No idea. I've not done that before, to be honest, Sybil. Finished puzzle. Time for a Grace roll around. Well, I don't know where he is. I think he's maybe asleep. I heard that Greenland's for sale. Susan and I are in Tasmania. Oh, you're there too. So, is it for sale? There isn't a castle there yet. Oh, okay. Um. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. So you're talking about the island is uninhabitable. So there's nothing on it. Is it just a rock? Is it a blank canvas, Gustin? Could we build a castle in the shape of a puzzle piece? Are there any architects among us? Oh dear. Right. I finished. I finished. And I don't think I'm going to have time to do another puzzle. Um, no, it's a shorter stream than usual. But it did take me a little bit, longer than I thought it was going to. Um, I can chat a bit, or maybe I can show you. Do you want to see downtown? Maybe I could just do a bit of a show and tell. What do you think? Not to my knowledge, but I wouldn't be opposed to being the puzzle capital of the world, ruled by Vicky. Oh no, I don't want to rule. I don't want to rule a capital. It would fall apart. It would have to be a joint council of rulers. I don't know. Whatever that's called. Vicky, look up the location of Bouvet Island on Google Maps and laugh. Okay, all right, I will do. Great live. We can build one. Should be easy. Bring warm clothes. Yes. Oh, and you're in Taz as well, Sandra. Oh, we've got a few in Taz then. We're already infiltrating the community. It's already a small percentage puzzle community. We'll come take over. Is that all right? Cut, please. Is it even possible with a round puzzle? With this, I would say yes. I would love to see downtown. You've had several parcels from Tassie. So I have. So I have. Please show us and tell us all about it. Okay, I will. I'll get it out in a second. It's going to involve a little bit of moving things around, but I'll grab it in a second. I've been quietly lurking for most of the live stream. Yeah, I didn't know you were there, Sandra. Puzzle is always welcome in Tassie. Oh, well, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Okay. So, basically, the pieces interlock on like 6 sides with this, apart from the edges. So, I mean, I know because I've built it that it's going to hold, but even, with that knowledge, I think it's going to hold pretty well. Could not live in Tassie. It gets way too cold. Well, I would imagine Bouvet Island is maybe the same. I don't know. Who knows? Right, here we go. Whee! You can swing it about in all sorts. I can do a one-handed. Spin it around. It is very solid. It's very solid. Sorry, the light's shining off it. There we go. The camera's backwards on the laptop, so it's a bit difficult to. There we are. Mm. Very, very, very successful pickup. Holds together beautifully. I do like that. So that's my first pomegranate. It gets thumbs up from me. It gets thumbs up. It looks like a pretty steep canvas. Right. I see. Polar bears rolling around on finished. So, that'll be fun. Right, let me go get downtown. I'll show you as best I can. I'm gonna have to move some things. I'll move those down there. And I'll try my hardest to show you downtown. All right. Okay. Hmm. It's heavy. It is heavy now. Now, you're not going to be able to see the whole thing because of my thumbnail and because the quadrant of this basically covers the entire board. As it happens, this top board doesn't really have anything in this top left corner, so you can pretty much see this section. I'm going to move my iPad. Right, so there are 5 boards. I've dropped a piece. That's not a good start, is it? It's an edge. So I'll find it. Right. There are 5 boards in front of me. 4 of them have quadrants of the puzzle on. It's split into 4. And 6,000 piece clematones are large, like bigger than an Educa 6K. So one quadrant covers an entire, in fact, it more than covers, it slightly overlaps an entire A1 board. This is the bottom right. Apologies for that. Let me lift up the light a bit so you're not getting that glare quite so much. There, I mean, that makes it a wee bit darker, sorry, but at least it's not quite as glary. This is the bottom right. And if you've watched the first 2 videos, you'll know I've done the water. And these gold doors, the boat, some of this. This is all new. So I have put pictures up, so you may have seen this in pictures. If you go and check out my post tab on YouTube, there's pictures up of the current um situation with the puzzle. But this is all new. These outer buildings. These flags I did before, but I've just attached them now. That some of this flooring here has started to go in, and there's been some gap filling. So that is the first quadrant, the bottom right. Um, I forget what order these are in because they've been moved around. Let me see what people are saying. Fun fact about polar bears, they don't actually drink Coca-Cola, despite what the ads may say, may imply. My goodness, I'm shocked. Maybe we could make a castle from puzzle pieces. I reckon we could. I reckon we could. What? You've shattered my impression, Gustav. Do they drink Pepsi? I they prefer Pepsi. Oh dear. We could try and create the world's largest collection of Northern Lights puzzles. Yeah. I've never done a round puzzle. I've no idea why they make me nervous. I think it stems from play school and the round window. Oh, right. Was the round window bad? Round window was from play school. Ah, I get you. I know what you mean now. Was that bad? I know, but I used to watch and I don't remember it making me nervous. Oh, okay. No, I don't remember that either. Anyway, sorry. Moving back over to downtown. This is the top right quadrant. So I'll move it up a little bit. So this is the top of those outer buildings that you just saw on the bottom right quadrant. And I've attached some of the balloons. So this one's attached because I've done some of this light bit of sky as well. That one's attached. That one's attached. This is still floating, but it is attached to this flag, which is attached to one of the palace roofs. I haven't got it attached here yet, but I am very close to doing so. So, um, I'll sort of have a better idea of how high up this island is soon. This it was in my outer buildings pile, but it's more central. It's kind of behind the palace on top of a big tall tower. And I don't have the tower pieces. I only have the building at the top. So that's floating at the moment. That goes sort of around there somewhere. We've got a couple of balloons at the top. So the top of the puzzle is tier than the bottom of the puzzle. So that is top right. Then we have, hang on, top left. Again, I'll put it up a bit. This is, I would say, even less together than top right. Mainly, I think, because the biggest balloons are in the top right. We do have this balloon, but it's not as big as the other two. And there's a balloon here, but again, that's quite small. What I do have is the moon. Put the moon together. And the sky over here, again, it's lighter at the bottom, but there's also some pink and purple. And I actually did put that in the pile that I sorted of sky pieces. The pink pieces didn't just go into the main sky. I actually put them in here. So we've got some of the sky together here as well. These are the top of the outer buildings on that left side. And here, there's more, I'd say more palace roofs on this side. There just seems to be a cluster of them over here. So you've got the palace roofs here. One of the flags is now incorporated over here. So this is coming together nicely as well, the top left. It's looking so good. I love the colours. Thanks, Val. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's a gorgeous puzzle. I was a total wimp as a child. So you didn't like the round window in play school. We maybe need to break the association. Get you doing a round puzzle. One that doesn't have a window in it. Pretty windows. Sorry, pretty windows. Got me going on about windows now. Pretty balloons. My bad. I only liked the square window. The arch and round window made me nervous. No idea why. I just hated it when they were chosen. Personal preference. It's funny how our minds work as kids, isn't it? Traumatic childhood. It's looking so good. I forget how many pieces in downtown. To be precise, 6,016. Um, or just 6,000. That's what it says on the box. You have so much done, Vicky. It's looking really good. Yeah, it's getting there. Definitely past halfway, I'd say. Slitherpuff. I used to get upset that Green Claws would never pick the glittery seed, and when he finally did, the plant was naff. Still salty about it. That's hilarious. Apparently, I used to cry if it wasn't a Florilla Benjamin episode. Oh, okay. So clearly we've all got very particular memories about play school. The colours are so beautiful in this puzzle. Love looking at it. Yeah, I know, me too. When I had all four boards out together to take a photo of them, I couldn't stop staring at it. Right, so that's top left. So this is the last quadrant. Um, there's that piece that fell off there. It's because they hang over the side. Um, and this is probably the most filled out quadrant. So if I move it along a bit, you can see these outer buildings on the left-hand side. I haven't quite got the edge all the way up on this side, but I do on the bottom right. Not quite here. But this is very filled out, and what I did was I moved the top. I built these on a separate board, these buildings. And there was a big gap in front of this building, and it's because of this sail, which I had already built. So I moved it up and built around it, and then I brought it back down again. I filled out a lot of the gaps in the ships. That was quite gappy. Managed to attach this flag. The doves, the ones in front of the palace, I've mostly put those together now. Some of them are still in the tray. So I've got some of the smaller piles together as well. And then if I move it this way a bit, you can see there's the other side of that floor, the red and gold floor with the lights. You've got those other doors. The ship. Yeah. So that's the downtown puzzle. And then the reason I said there were five boards, the reason there's five is because the one underneath has some pieces of it that I'm working on. I've just these pieces won't be in video number 3 that's coming out on Sunday. These will be in the next one after that. So I'm basically kind of already started working on the next part of the puzzle. Um, these are sky transition pieces. So anything with a bit of palace or balloon or something, but also sky. I went through the sky and pulled them out, and I went through the palace and pulled them out. But I've separated them down a bit. So this is a bunch of them with more dark background. And on here, they're my leftovers. Um, they're lighter pieces of sky plus purpley pink pieces of sky with nothing on. And these are transition pieces with lighter sky in the background. So I've done micro sorting on the sky pieces, but literally the rest of them are all still in a box. So it's kind of a partial micro sort. So I've got some boards with pieces on, and my next task is going to be filling out a lot of these outlines really at the top of the puzzle. I'll bring these back over because it's making me nervous that they're hanging off the edge of the table. So like for example, here you can see there's pieces with some of the building and some of the sky. So it's going to be like filling out those kinds of things before I then move on to finishing the palace, which has a big gap in the middle of it. But I've done enough of the palace and I've gone through those pieces to sort of know how I'm going to tackle it and how I'm going to divide it up. Um, but yeah, it's mostly palace and sky left to do. So I'm very happy with it. But I wanted to get another video out on this, and then once I've done that, I think I'm going to spend a good chunk of time on puzzle camp stuff. Um, Hang on, I've missed some of the chat. Uh, Green Claws. I now have the rocket clock tune in my head. Don't remember any of it. I remember play school, but I'd have no recollection of any of this. Helen, the super weird dinosaur dragon thing that would plant a seed at the beginning of an episode, and by the end it would be a giant growing something weird, like cups and saucers filled with tea. Was the ship hard to do, Claire? Well, there's two boats. The one on the right was fairly easy. The ship, the sail wasn't bad, but the ship itself is kind of brown with lots of different textures. So I have found pieces of the ship. I had pieces separated, obviously. I found a bunch of pieces of the ship in these outer building pieces. I thought they were buildings. I found some in the palace pile. I found some in the red and gold pieces pile. So I'd say the ship, not the sail, but the main bit of the ship, um, the bit that floats, I would say that's one of my most missorted piles. So it's been quite gappy from the start, but now I've been working on more and more piles and filtering out, the missorts and stuff. It's been filling in more and more. So it's a bit better now. But yeah, it was fairly missorted. Not to build, just fairly missorted. Um, I have no clue what show you guys are talking about. My memory is just too vague. I remember the name, and I'm pretty sure I watched it when I was very small, but I can't remember Green Claws or Windows. I really can't. I've got no memory of sort of the details of it. Val, you've done great. Can't wait for the video. I'll have my hypes ready to go. Oh, thank you. I found it very satisfying to do this video because the focus is on keeping the pieces organized and keeping the puzzle organized as it gets bigger. So there's a lot of gap filling. And like I said earlier, it's just one of the most satisfying parts of puzzle building, gap filling. So I'm hoping that you really enjoy that. I'm hoping it's a bit like a puzzle ASMR experience for you. Just confirmed my room for puzzle camp. Yay! Yay! Oh, and you're for like a week, aren't you? After a week. Oh, I need to add you to the list, Kimberly, but thank you. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you. Wasn't it, Peggy? I assume that this show's a UK thing. Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah. You did well to bring the ship together then. It scares me a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was difficult. I would just say it just didn't, some of the pieces were not, it wasn't clear to me. But what I found was mostly if I had them in the wrong pile, it was building piles. Um so you might find that, I don't know, Claire, but yeah, that's one of the things I found. The sails are really bright, so any missorts from that tended to be in flags and balloons because they're really bright, kind of rainbow colours. One of the pieces, it was like a really light pink, light purple. I actually had that in the light sky pieces. So sometimes it just, it's not obvious sometimes, but you just happen across it. But the actual, the hull of the boat, the bit that floats is yeah, I found mostly it was in the buildings. I did watch an episode of The Crystal Maze, and I totally remembered that. Such a fun show. Oh, so you are familiar with Crystal Maze. I actually watched an episode. And do you know what I realised? The Crystal Dome isn't made up of hexagons, it's made up of triangles. I don't know why I had hexagons in my head, but I suppose if you have enough triangles together, then it makes a hexagon. But there was something about the hexagon pieces in that pomegranate puzzle that made me think of Crystal Dome. And I watched a bit, I watched a little bit of an episode on YouTube, and I was like, God, this looks so old now. Um, an oldie but a goodie though, a classic. And an Aussie too, and on Aussie too, I enjoyed the arched window. Ah, Play School was Australian. Oh, okay. England had its own one first. The Australian one is still going on. Oh, right. So maybe there's slight differences then. Did you have Green Claw? Started in 1996 in Australia. Ah, well, there we go. There we go. All right. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing that. Something a bit different. And I hope that's got you excited for Sunday's video, which I'm now going to go and have a go at editing some more of before I talk to Ravensburger. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to do the premiere and chat with you all while it plays. And thank you, Val. Yes, please do save your hypes. I would love for this one to get lots of views. Um, More books and pieces. Hello, hello. I missed the beginning of the stream. I assume you finished the circle puzzle. I did. Let me move these and I'll show you. It's at the bottom of this pile of downtown. 1 second. There it is. There. That's the circle puzzle, and it lifts up like a charm. There you go. Bonus pickup. Very nice puzzle. Very nice indeed. Better late than never, though, eh? Feeling a bit nervous about my puzzle delivery. It was supposed to arrive between 8:45 and 1:45, and it's still not here yet. Ooh. Who's it coming with? Is it Royal Mail? No Green Claw, that's why I was confused. Ah, that must have been a UK thing then. Yikes. Well, hopefully it's just running a bit late. I know that can sometimes happen with Royal Mail, but I don't know. I don't know what company is bringing it. Richard, just been told I won the Nationals photos entry by Ravensburger. Very chuffed. Oh, so what do you get for that? Do you get a prize? Looks great. Thank you. Yeah. It was a great puzzle to do. Really enjoyed it a lot. UPS. See, I'm not overly familiar with them really. I don't get much delivered from them. Although the times that I have, they've generally been quite good. It might just be that they're running a bit late. Can you track it? Can you track it? It will maybe say an alternative time or something. I don't know. £50 voucher. Excellent stuff. Yay. Oh, good. Well, congrats, Richard. Happy for you. That's really good. £50 voucher. You can get a few puzzles with that. Have you got any in mind? Any in particular? Let us know. Let us know. Okay, so I suppose we better start to wrap things up. Thank you for joining me as I finished building this puzzle. I enjoyed that a lot. I think it was a really nice puzzle to live stream. And I hope you enjoyed it. Just to remind you, and for those who weren't there at the beginning when I was explaining this, next week, the plan, assuming that all gets confirmed and sorted out, next week, the plan is to build this puzzle. Um, which was the Category B qualifier puzzle at the UK Nationals. It's called Jigsaw Puzzle Competition and it is by Eleanor Tomlinson, and I will have Eleanor on as a guest on the live stream. We're planning on having a test stream for the members and that's literally just to make sure it works. Eleanor should be on and hopefully we can get it all working like I did with Rose. So planning on having a test, which she has confirmed, and hopefully she will be with me next Thursday at the normal time while I build this puzzle, and you can join us and chat with her and ask her any questions about her artwork, about her puzzles. She's a very nice lady, and I can't wait. I can't wait to chat with another artist on my live. So that's the plan for next week. If there's any changes, I'll let you know. I don't think so though. I think as soon as it's all confirmed, I should be able to schedule it and get the word out. So, if you don't know a great deal about her or her art, she's a UK artist, and Please do, yeah, have a look into it. Maybe see if you've got one of her puzzles. Give it a go, so you can puzzle along. But that is something to look forward to next Thursday. I'm going to be back on Friday, not Friday. I'm going to be back on Saturday with the Disney Museum. I shall be tackling the floor. I have done all portraits and I've done the ceiling. I'm powering through that puzzle. The floor, what I've planned to do, it was put to the vote, frames or floor, and most people said floor. So what I plan to do, because I remember that being particularly tricky the last time I built that puzzle, I plan to try and sort the pieces fairly thoroughly, possibly by shape, just from the get-go, off stream. I'll say I plan it. It might not happen. You never really know. I'm very busy. And I've got a broken washing machine, which does not help. Anyway, um, I will try and be prepared for that so that I can get that built up fairly without too much trouble and without it being too boring looking at lots of pieces of wooden floor for a couple of hours. But once the floor is done, it's really just going to be frames and wall, and that section's going to be yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together nicely. So I'll be back on Saturday with that, and I'll be back on Sunday with Downtown as a video and premiere. So stay tuned for that as well. And I'll let you know when that's going up as soon as I've done. Oof, I think that's it. I think that's it. Lots of exciting things. Lots of exciting things on the puzzle horizon. Um, hang on. £50 voucher. Congratulations. Thanks. Can never have too many puzzles. Haha. Well, this is true. Are you doing something Friday? There'll be something for the members Friday. It'll be a test stream with Eleanor. Um, well, I said Friday by accident. I meant Saturday. But yes, there is that. Can you share the photo on Discord? We'd love to see it. Yeah, sounds good. Hey everyone. Hope I'm not too late. Hi Soul. I'm just rounding things up, but here's the puzzle. It's finished. And I just did a little show and tell on Downtown just to fill the last few minutes of the stream. So, yes, I believe that is all the news I had to share. I think I'm pretty much up on everything now. I really hope you've enjoyed all of that. Um, I've put a few posts up mostly last week on my post tab over in YouTube. If you haven't seen those, go and have a look at those. Some pictures in there of some puzzles I've been doing, and also a bit of a channel update. Next week, my plan, as well as all the other stuff, the live stream stuff. Next week, my plan is to focus intently on Puzzle Camp again. Get some sorting done. Might possibly even have a sorting stream. I will see. I will see how much time I've got. As I say, I've got a washing machine engineer now coming on Monday. So there's that, you know. And life, life happens sometimes. It's just one of those things. So if I can't do a sorting stream next week, what I may well do is do one the week after. But I would like to get back sorting again next week and get back to the organising on that. Otherwise, still lots to see in the meantime. So I'll see you all then. Happy puzzling, everybody. Please leave a like and a comment if you're watching this after the fact. And I will see you all next time. Tatty bye, folks.